Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Season 6, Episode 9 edition of the Mark Mo Show, Sheeple People. Yeah, we'll talk about that more later. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day, week, month. We all deserve it. You can find Mark Mo Show on all podcast platforms and YouTube. And, like, subscribe, share, smooch, all that kind of good stuff. I'd like to introduce my co-host and producer, Aiden Maloney. How are you, bud?
Hola, I'm doing okay. A little bit on edge.
A little bit on edge.
Tech issues this morning that I was troubleshooting for a hot minute. And for anyone wondering, this is our Season 6, Episode 9. So this is 6-9.
6-9.
And you might be confused, like, wait a minute. Wasn't Magic Bus Part 3 Episode 9? Wasn't that 6-9? And I beg we can do it twice.
We can do it twice. And quite frankly, Magic Bus number 3 is Magic Bus number 3.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah, if we're going to be completely honest.
More of a bonus.
It's more of a bonus, more of kind of its own thing. But if you haven't checked that one out yet, you should definitely check it out.
It's a good time.
One of the only times we take the Mark Mo Show on the road. And,
thus far.
Are there sound quality issues? Yeah, but we're kind of outside and we're in buses and in bars and everything else. So we kind of do the best we can.
Yeah, and we did better this time around than last time. We were able to use some studio sound tech to make it sound a little better. So I thought that was bueno.
And it did. The sound wasn't, as we would say, crisp, but I thought it was good. Like you could hear everybody, which I guess is the point. So,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I spent most of this morning drinking Aldi brand Red Bulls and sitting in the studio trying to figure out why I can't upload anything on TikTok and Reels.
Uh-oh.
Because that's something we started doing last week. So
yes.
if anyone out there is like, scrolling through your phone, you see some short-form content of ours, or you can look us up. It's A&M and Co., because it's A&M Gaming plus Mark Mo Show plus Aiden spelled the right way.
Yes.
And yeah, we haven't posted in a few days because TikTok, I do it all on my PC, right? Yep. All the editing, long form, short form, clipping, I do all that on my PC. And from what I've gathered, both TikTok and Instagram Reels are optimized so you can upload from your phone. Makes sense. It's
correct.
vertical video.
Yep.
But there are ways to upload on TikTok Studio on your PC and Reels Studio on your PC. And then I had a problem with Instagram not letting me log in.
Oh.
It was looping. So I would put in the info. It would take me to like the CAPTCHA screen. Prove you're not a robot. I would do the CAPTCHA.
Yeah.
And it would boot me back to the login screen.
I was having a problem like that with Yahoo Mail yesterday.
Yeah.
It just kept repeating.
Right.
I said, all right, I'm out.
Yeah. So I looked it up. It seems that is a known problem.
Oh.
Unsolved, as far as I could tell. So, yeah, I have to do Instagram from my phone now, which is inconvenient. And then TikTok wasn't letting me upload at all. Like, I would put the video in, do descriptions and hashtags and all the back-end stuff. Mm-hmm. I would click post, and it would say video published with a nice green check mark. Except the video wasn't published, and it just disappeared. I tried 1,000 different things, and you know what worked? I was finally able to publish again?
How was that?
I went into, on Brave browser on my PC, I went into Inspect Element for the web page, and then there was some kind of dev tool that lets you... That makes the website think you're using it on mobile.
Oh my god.
And I had to, in 16:9, terrible vertical screen on my PC, do all of the background editing or uploading and all that in quote-unquote mobile dev tool TikTok PC.
That's insanity.
It was so stupid. It's so stupid. And thank God it worked. So now I know I just do that from now on.
Yeah, for sure.
That's also inconvenient. But it's just one of those things where, like, YouTube has it figured out. As much as we hate on the algorithm, their back end is completely sensical. The analytics make sense. The uploading process is logical and easy.
Yeah.
Why is TikTok and Instagram so dog shit?
I don't get it.
Quite frustrating. So, needless to say, I'm already feeling spicy today.
Well,
coming into the show.
Well, if history is any indicator, when one of us or both of us are kind of in that spicy, we're already wound up mode, tends to be a good show.
This is true. Yeah. Either in vulnerable states, sleep deprivation, hungover, or in heightened states such as anger and stress.
Yeah.
It's like if we're feeling middle of the road, it's like, it'll be good. But if we're one way or the other, it's like, oh, this is going to be a good episode.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for certain. And, I have to say that, oddly enough, I'm not amongst the lack of sleepers today. I got a ton of sleep. I was home. I got home from work last night and was going to interview this person who's going to be coming up on one of the fireside chats. But I got home kind of late. And so I reached out to her and I was like, hey, I'm running late. I probably won't get to your place until like 7 or a little after. Is that still okay or do we need to reschedule? Need to reschedule? Okay, whatever. It's my bad. I got home late. It's fine. So basically, I was like, cool. Put something in the, a frozen meal. Haha, frozen guy.
The frozen guy. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that guy. So I made myself some food and had food or whatever. And then I was just farting around on my phone. And the thought entered my head, well, I could fart around on my phone while lying in my bed.
Clever maneuver. So I went and I pulled that move. And so I'm just kind of chilling in bed and I'm on my phone and texting and social media, all that kind of stuff. And it's like 8:30. Now, my friend Melissa is a bartender at this new Gardner Hotel in Valparaiso. It's this fancy new place. But they have this really cool speakeasy where you have to walk through this massive portrait to get into it. So it's kind of cool. So like Friday night, she's like, yeah, I'm going to be working or whatever. So her fiance Dustin and I was like communicating with him. I'm like, yeah, maybe I'll just go up there with you and we'll hang out, and have a beer or whatever. So like I already had like a plan. And then I lay in my bed. I'm on my phone. And then I'm like, I'll take a nap. Now, I did the right thing and set my alarm for like 30 minutes on my phone. Like, I'll take a 30-minute nap. I'll be good to go. But when your phone, and you don't realize your phone's on like 5%. Oh.
And you think it's plugged in, but the little pluggy thing didn't go all the way in. And so phone dies along with my evening. So It's like 8:40 when I crashed. I was planning on getting up at like 9:15 or 9:10 or whatever. And all of a sudden I get up. Now, I don't know if any of you out there are this way. It might be more of an older person thing. Maybe us middle-agers just wake up and feel this way sometimes. I woke up. It's pitch dark. And it was dusk when I dozed. It's pitch dark, quiet as hell outside. I opened my eyes, and I just had a light on in the bathroom, right? So it's kind of shining across the room and whatever, the silhouette effects and all that. And I'm like, literally, I didn't even know where I was. I was just like, where am I? What's going on? Literally, once I opened my eyes. And I didn't know what day it was. I'm like, why do I feel like I need to be somewhere? Like, my brain was scrambled. So that's the downside of doing a nap, but not controlling that nap session, just letting the nap take control, which it did for the better part of 3.5 hours, which... if you nap too long, it will mess you up.
Oh, yeah.
It will mess you up. And it messed me up good because then it's like I got up. I'm like, oh, my God. And so I get up. I take a leak. I'm like trying to get my bearings about me. I'm like, wait, okay. It's Friday. Do I have that recording thing? No. We canceled that. Okay. Is it still Friday? I'm like, okay, I got to charge my phone. I don't know what's going on. So I get some charge in my phone, turn my phone on, and see that it's like 1:47. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, so the night's done. At that point, you look at your phone, you're like, okay, that night's done. And I'm all kind of messed up about it. And so I text my friend. I was just like, hey, so sorry to make it up to see you at your bar because they close at midnight. So they're long gone. I'm like, hey, sorry to make it. I'm like, I went to take a nap and I was done. It's like, no worries, it was a complete shit show. I'm like, okay. Yeah, she's like, you would have had no place to sit. I'm like, fair enough, okay. But even so, like, I just felt I was completely messed up. So I'm on my phone again. I'm like, oh my God, am I going to be able to fall back asleep? This is really going to mess me up. So I kind of forced myself back asleep at about 2:45, 3 o'clock. I finally, like, started dozing back off. And tossed and turned a little bit, but, like, didn't move again until, like, 8:30. And I'm like, oh God. I'm like, this is way too much sleep for me. I don't know. Like, literally, I work off 6 hours.
Yeah.
You know, I can work off 5, preferably 6, and I do that on the regular, even if I go out during the week. I'm like, I know me, so I'm like, okay, as long as I can get this amount of sleep, I'll be good tomorrow. And too much, I think too much messes me up more than too little.
Yeah. And I feel like you've kind of trained yourself for that, too, with all of those, like, oh, man, I show up and we're doing the Mark Mo show. You're like, yeah, I think I got like 3.5, 4 hours last night. So I think you kind of trained yourself where
to work past that.
Right.
Where
like 8 hours happens and your brain's like, man, what the fuck was that?
Oh, yeah. Because there's, sometimes you do go out during the week and then you just tell yourself, all right, let's try to wrap this up by midnight or 1 so you can get some sleep and be ready to go in the morning. But, things happen, beers happen, girls happen, whatever, and all of a sudden it's 3:30 and you're like, well, shit. And you just get as much sleep as you possibly can. But it's like, I just like, if I'm out and I'm having a good time and I get home late and I get 3.5 to 4 hours of sleep, I suck it up. I think because I've been trained since I've been like 21 years old.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I used to do it at the very first law firm because you'd have friends, and I still had friends that were still in college when I was out starting to work. And you'd hear from them at 10 or 10:30 on a Wednesday. Hey, man, it's dollar pitcher night. You coming out? Yeah, I probably am. And then you go, and then it's 3 a.m. And you're like, well, shit, got to be at the law firm at 8. And I am, and I'm there, and I'm up, and I'm working, and I just do it. And I don't know, just like a bunch of us would do that from Wednesday to Thursday to Friday. And it was just like, for those that smoked, it was like coffee, cigarette. Cigarette. Everybody's like there, like 7:45 in the morning, like, are we really doing this yet? We're doing it. And so we all like, okay, let's go. And then we all kind of make our way into the building and we're productive.
That is the breakfast of champions, though. It's like nicotine and caffeine. It's like, oh, we're going now, boys. We're cooking.
Give me a Marlboro and some black coffee and let's go. Let's get this thing done. And so I don't know, maybe that's just why I still can do it today. Does it sometimes hit me harder because I am older? Sure, maybe you're a little bit more achy, or like I was when I woke up and I was just like out of it, like, oh my God,
groggy, yeah.
What universe is this? Is this Marvel 1066? I mean, you're trying to get your bearings and figure out like where you are and who you are, and it gets kind of crazy, almost comical, but yeah, too much sleep, I think worse than not enough.
Which is crazy because most people would think the opposite. But I do know that feeling. Because I got like 8 hours last night. But there were a couple nights this week where I only got 6. Which, I mean, my job is physically laborious.
Yeah.
Sometimes physically brutal. And if I have like 6 hours of sleep, I'm slow. I'm not feeling it.
Yeah.
No amount of caffeine does it for me. But then my brain will be like, okay, time to catch up. And then someday during the weekend, I'll get like 9.5 hours of sleep. Yeah. And I'm like, wow, what a waste. I could have been doing stuff today.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, there's no doubt. And I think maybe that's what was wrong with my brain last night, is that I had a 3.5 hour nap. But I think when I woke up, my brain's like, oh, yeah, 3.5 hours of sleep. We're ready to go to work. Right. And it was just like waking up and seeing it's just so dark and the rest of the world is sleeping. And you're just like, what year is it? Right. Where am I? Doc Brown, help me. You're just in this place that is totally fucking weird. But yeah, at any rate, it was something to behold.
Trippy, I imagine.
It was incredibly trippy, so you're up then and you're like, okay, if I can somehow feel a little bit tired, I'm just going to force myself back to sleep. But then I wasn't right away. So, you get something to drink, handful of Cheez-Its. You're walking around, you're up in bed, on the phone. And then sometimes I'm like, all right, if I stare at this phone long enough, my eyes will get tired. And then I will go back to sleep. And so that's kind of the strategy sometimes.
Gotcha. Yeah.
It's kind of the strategy sometimes. So that was it. So he's wound up. I'm loopy. This is going to be something special today, folks. I'm telling you, this is going to be a good one. But before we kind of get into the nuts and bolts of our show today, I just want to mention Aiden's YouTube gaming channel called Aiden Spelled the Right Way. He has great gaming content. He does the GeoGuessr and Polybridge and Observation Duty and gobs of horror content, which is really great. Aiden's reactions are genuine and they're hilarious. So what do you got going on right now?
Well, we're still in indie horror hell, but like hell in like a compliment way. Okay. You know? Where it's like, this is good horror content. Yeah. So still cooking with that. I've been putting on the schedule a couple like simulator games. Oh. Like a couple weeks ago I played one called Unemployment Simulator, which was just funny and weird. But there are other ones like...
I lived that game. It's not fun. Like, I'm just going to say that.
Prison Simulator, where you're like...
Oh, wow.
You're an inmate and you're like trading cigarettes and shit.
Exactly. Trade cigarettes or do push-ups. Man, I got to get ripped.
Right. So, a couple fun little games like that, but mostly indie horror. It's just my favorite by far.
I love it. That's great stuff, dude. But definitely check that out. That's on YouTube. And then we have a collab gaming site where we play games where we're able to kind of use our improv and silliness and goofiness that we have on this show and play games and do that kind of thing. It's called A&M Gaming, also on YouTube. And it's, I don't know, we have a lot of fun doing it. And we also do GeoGuessr and Observation Duty. We do like storyboard games because I think those are the easiest way we can use our improvisational and comedy skills the most and still like games. So like gamers will be interested because we are playing a game, but the people that like our content on the Mark Mo Show can kind of tune in and like it too because we're just being us.
Yeah.
So I think there's that appeal to it. And I don't know about you, but I have a ton of fun with it. We have a lot of interesting content on there. I know that people tend to like the GeoGuessr stuff, according to our numbers. So we'll do that a little bit more on the regular because we know you guys like it. But the storyboard games. There's one I always forget the name of it, but it's I'm the Queen.
Yes, Sort the Court.
Sort the Court. Yeah. And I think the first one was pretty funny. I don't know if I was in a mood that day. I think I was on the Mark, because a lot of times we record back to back. So I think I was in a mood on the Mark Mo Show, and it just carried over into our gaming content. So all of a sudden I'm the Queen, but I'm more like Joseph Stalin.
It's very ruthless.
Just ruthless, ruling with an iron fist. It's kind of funny, and that green blob guy can go fuck himself. I don't like that dude. And
Winston?
Winston, yeah, Winston. I'm sure Winston's cool as hell, but he's just needy and doesn't offer me anything. So anyway, if you're like, what's he talking about? You just got to go to the AM Gaming site, and you got to check it out, and then you'll know. And then maybe at the end of that episode, you'll go, yeah, that Winston guy. Fuck that guy. He's no good. He's no bueno. At any rate, definitely check all that out. It's definitely good stuff. Also, want a couple of quick housekeeping notes, as it were. Happy birthday to Kira Maloney. She is my last child, the quote unquote baby, as it were, and it is her birthday today. So we wish her a happy birthday in whatever part of Washington she currently resides.
Yeah, way on the other side of the country.
Way on the other side of the country, in the part of Washington that is, I don't want to say desolate, because the Palouse is quite beautiful, but there are parts of...
It's a different kind of desolate. Like, if you're talking desolate in Indiana or Illinois, where we're at, it's desolate. There's corn and there's meth, and that's it.
Corn and meth. Welcome to Indiana, corn and meth.
On Pacific Northwest, even if you're in somewhere desolate, it's like, wow, this is beautiful.
Yeah, it's definitely something to see. It's very different, I guess, especially if you're from the Midwest, for sure. Because Aiden and I have our differences in terms of because Aiden's done enough traveling in his life where he's seen a lot of states. I've seen a lot more just because I've been a lot more places and I'm older and whatever. But I've been to 44 states. He's probably been to
30 some odd
states, so he's been to quite a few. So we differ a little bit in like the most desolate or most boring state to drive through. I think it's Nebraska, and Nebraska is just flat and it's corn for 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
And that's rough. That's a rough deal. Although Nebraska does have one positive, that's Lake Maloney, which is our last name, which I found on a trip with a friend 30 years ago. And then we saw the sign, and I'm like, history, repeat, let's go. And then we were able to do the same exact photo at the same exact sign with all of my kids. So that was pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, damn right. That
was very cool. So, but yeah, Nebraska and nothing against Nebraska people. For the people I've dealt with, you're all amazing and great, but your state's just kind of...
Yeah, Nebraska, Kansas, New Mexico... Tough drives, tough road trips.
Those are. And I get New Mexico. Like, if someone were to imagine, hey, what's it like to drive on Mars? Go to New Mexico.
Pretty close, yeah.
Go to New Mexico. There's just not a lot there. But once again, the people there are amazing. It's just your topography.
Yeah, this is true.
You have no control for that. So it is what it is. Although I do have to say, when I made that trip with my friend years ago through Nebraska, it was rather interesting. And we were driving, and we weren't, I think we were just Platte. We were just driving by. It was before Omaha and Lincoln, I know that much. But we're driving along, and we knew we needed gas. So there was a sign for gas, and we get off. Nothing on the other side of the highway, and a barn on the other side. I'm like, where's the gas? There is no gas. And if the gas is in the barn, we're turning around and we're just going to take our chances on the highway, which is exactly what we did.
Yeah.
So we got to the next stop. The next stop was like Bob's gas station or whatever. We're like, oh my God. And the gas station just looked kind of creepy, and the people there looked kind of creepy. And it's like a truck and this other kind of broken down looking car. I'm like, I feel super safe right now. So we go inside, and whoever was working the cash register starts talking to me like I'm his best friend in the world. Well, I want to tell you something right now, man. We got that storm coming in and all that, but I'll tell you what, that trooper came in the other day, and he just came in, and he's just like telling me all this thing, and I'm like, hey, man, I know your wife is a bitch. And I was like, and he's telling me the story, and I have no context. I have no idea what he's talking about. My friend was to use the bathroom. He comes out of the bathroom. He's like, Maloney, why are you talking to this guy? I'm like, I'm not. He's talking to me. I don't even know this guy's name. And he just like starts telling me his stuff. Now, mind you, storms were supposed to be moving in. We had checked the weather the day before. We're like, okay, we think most of the bad weather will be behind us. But for whatever reason, it caught up to us, probably because we're screwing around looking for gas stations and barns. And so it got, like, when we went in, the sun was out. When he came out of the bathroom and we were going outside, it was dark.
Oh, man.
And this massive cloud is over the gas station, right? But before we step outside, the door to the gas station blows open. Poof, like big noise, and this big gust of wind comes in. And the guy behind the cash register starts laughing hysterically and goes, well, you're not in Kansas anymore, Toto. And I look at Tom. I said, Tom, get me out of here. Well, we need to get gas. I said, then pump that thing as fast as you can. Let's go. So we got outside, and he's pumping the gas. And so I step away, you like the little overhang that's over most gas stations. And I kind of walk out, and I look up in the air, and this massive black cloud is spinning right above our head. I said, Tom? He's like, yeah. You almost done? No, man. He's like, I'm like, pump that shit now, dude. So literally I'm sitting in the car, and I'm like pounding. I'm like, let's go. So finally he finishes up, and the wind is picking up, and we're pulling away, and I'm looking at that. I said, look up. He's like, oh shit, that's what I was talking about. So he just hits the gas, and we floor it, and we got out of there. So yeah, Nebraska's it's a thing.
It's a place to be. It's a thing to witness.
It was exciting. That's for certain. And I don't know what gas station I was at or who that young register guy was, but it was a memorable moment.
We wish him the best.
We do wish him the best. And, for that trooper's wife, I just want to let you know she's a bitch. You gotta keep that woman under control, my guy. At any rate, I guess we're on to our official dialogue 25 minutes into the show. We do this though sometimes to be fair.
Yeah.
So there was a saying that my dad and other parents of the 80s and 90s used to use. And that was, if your friend walked off a bridge, would you too? And of course, being a smartass like I was like, yeah. So, that's usually that was the kind of the response or the quote, like somebody got in trouble and then you got in trouble because of association, right? You're there and you just happen to get in trouble with them. So as adult humans, we tend to fall into this trap in many different ways. I'm going to use the World Cup as a perfect example. So almost everyone sitting here at the bar I was at the night that I wrote this show, I guarantee you they can't name 3 players on the field. Probably not even one. I would bet that they couldn't name 3 players in the entire field of teams, to be completely honest. But anyway, because they have a friend watching, now they're all in on it, and they all have something to say, but they have no clue. None. Listening to people comment on the game, and once again, no clue. It's hilarious and slightly irritating, to be completely honest, especially when they're right over your shoulder. Basically, they're following their friend off the World Cup bridge is exactly what they're doing. Now, I'm going to say that I'm going to say something before I continue, because we have a lot of people from around the world in our country for these games. They're real fans, okay? Like the people from Scotland that invaded Boston and drank all their beer and took over Fenway Park and like walked down the street playing their bagpipes. Cool as hell. Cool. I love it. But they're fans. It is their sport. They watch it all the time. They know all the players. Like, it is their Super Bowl. For many countries, this thing is their Super Bowl.
Right. Yeah.
Okay? For Americans, they normally don't watch soccer.
This is true.
And they certainly don't know the goddamn rules.
Yeah.
I didn't know the rules because your sister played soccer. Normally, I wouldn't be caught dead watching soccer.
Yeah.
But she got into it, so I'm like, oh, no, I got to be a soccer fan now. But I got into it.
Yeah.
So that was fine. But I was not going to be a fake fan. I'm not going to be, I'm going to be a Fire fan now that my daughter plays soccer. No, I'm going to watch her and be a fan of hers.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do. So anyway, whether it's a sporting event, a TV show, some random TikTok trend, if your friend or coworkers are on board, so are you. But why? I mean, that's just what is amazing to me. So it's just, once again, following your friends off the bridge as it pertains to these different things. So people often follow trends or events because humans are highly social creatures, largely. Paying attention to what others are doing has historically provided advantages, helping people learn, cooperate, avoid danger. Well, not in this case, always, or fit into groups. So some key reasonings behind this, right? So the first one, probably social belonging, right? So most people want to feel connected to others, participating in a popular trend or a discussion or an event, or being unaware of something everyone else is talking about can sometimes make people feel left out. So they just kind of jump on board blindly. Doesn't matter. Yay, go Paraguay.
Right.
Social proof. So when many appear interested in something, others often assume it has value. This psychological shortcut helps people make decisions without evaluating everything from scratch. That's like the key thing where you're following people off the bridge, right? So, for example, like a crowded restaurant often seems more appealing than an empty one.
Sure.
Then there's curiosity, right? Humans are naturally curious about what captures widespread attention. If millions of people are discussing a topic, many wonder what makes it important or interesting. There is information efficiency. So what I mean by that is like following what others are already paying attention to can be an efficient way to discover new ideas or products or entertainment opportunities. Trends can act as a filter that highlights certain things from an overwhelming amount of information. There's emotional contagion. Now this is emotions that spread through groups like excitement or fear, outrage, enthusiasm. Look at MAGA as a terrible example, but it's an example.
Right.
And hope can all become amplified when shared by many people. This is especially noticeable during major events, viral moments, financial bubbles, social movements. Then there's identity and self-expression. So yeah, people sometimes adopt trends not because they are blindly following others, not always, but but because those trends align with their values, interests, or desired identity. A trend can become a way of signaling who someone is or what community they want to belong to. And then lastly, modern media amplification. This is a big one. Social media platforms often promote content that is already gaining attention. This creates feedback loops where popular topics become even more visible, making trends spread faster than in the past. Now, that said, not everyone follows trends to the same degree. Some people are more independent-minded, skeptical. They focus on niche interests. I think that is where I fall in, and I know I'm maybe in the minority on this. Others enjoy being part of collective experiences. Following trends that is not necessarily irrational. It can be a useful social strategy, but it can also lead to herd behavior when people stop evaluating things critically and just simply follow the crowd.
Yeah.
Which is what I observed that night. And it became highly irritating to me because, not so much that those Scottish fans came or Brazilian fans or whatever, and they come here and they are fans. This is their Super Bowl. This is their team. They will follow them to the end of the earth if it involves a trophy, a prize of some sort. But for Americans, I don't get it.
It begs the question, and I've thought this since the plan was put in place to host here, however many years ago that was started, because I think they were planning on hosting the World Cup. Going back, the planning started 10 some odd years ago.
It's been a while, yeah.
And in my mind, I'm like, I kind of get why, like, North America, 3 major countries, all have cities and venues that can host the World Cup. I get it. But if you were to take this World Cup and host it in Europe or South America somewhere, would any of the American fans be watching or caring as they do? I don't think so.
No.
I think it would be like any other World Cup where, like, oh, Argentina won, and then you're like, oh, okay. Yeah, probably could have guessed that. Cool.
Right.
Is it just the fact it's being hosted in North America that is causing this heightened appreciation and American viewership?
It's a possibility.
I think so. And then also, like, this almost kind of loops back around to bandwagoning as a concept.
Sure.
Where, I mean, all of a sudden, over the last 5-6 years, wow, there's so many Kansas City Chiefs fans. That's so strange that happened. Very weird.
That herd mentality. Yeah.
Right. And it's super easy to just bandwagon and be like, oh, I like that team. My team is winning. It's like, okay, did you last year? No?
Right.
Okay, then I find that strange. But it's bandwagoning for a sport.
Right. Correct.
You know?
Correct.
Like, how many of these fans watching these games over the last week or so have watched a match of soccer in the last 5 years?
Right.
I would beg. You know, it's like sometimes you flip on the TV, there's Premier League or something on. It's like, oh, interesting. But do you watch it? Really?
Yeah.
So I totally see what you're saying. I don't know if there's any harm to it. You know, a sudden appreciation for something. I don't know if there's any harm to it. It's to me, I don't think it's a bad thing. But it does beg the question of, like, is this newfound respect and appreciation for soccer going to stick around after the World Cup concludes?
Right. I'm going to say no. I don't think so. I think there are parts of this country where soccer is important. I think the Pacific Northwest soccer tends to be a sport that people watch and support. You see games between, like, Seattle and Portland. When they play each other, it's like the Packers Bears of soccer,
right,
in our country. And then that's like people get riled up for that. But, like, if Kansas City played Dallas or if Miami played Cleveland in soccer, would most of this country give 2 shits?
Right.
No, because ESPN won't even talk about it.
Yeah.
So the answer is no. But the World Cup comes here, and it just changes. It's like, oh, Oman, did you see that? No, I know they're a country. What'd they do?
Right.
They violate a treaty or something? Oh, no, they tied Spain. They tied them to what? It's just like, for me, once again, it's like, look, I'm a sports guy. And so if the World Cup gets to, like, a Final Four team and, like, one of them is, like, a huge surprise, I will be piqued. My interest will be piqued. If Kuwait is about to take out Brazil. Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting. Kind of that sounds interesting to me. But for the most part, I don't. It's always Brazil, Argentina, Spain, France. Germany, France. It's always those teams. And so it's like, and nothing against that. They're great at that. Good for them. But like, we just know what we know, and it's kind of always the same thing. And so for me, it's like, I don't know the players. I don't care. It's nothing personal. Hey, you're a soccer fan? Great. Enjoy these few weeks or whatever. But I just find it super interesting, especially people that normally aren't big sports people. And now they're all like, oh, did you see that? And like, once again, I'm a sports guy. So like, I'd choose not to be a big fan of soccer, but like, I know the game. Like if I were to watch a game, I'd understand the rules and be able to watch it.
Right. You can see like a compilation of like crazy saves made over the weekend. And that's cool. That's cool athleticism, and it's a cool compilation to watch. But am I going to sit down for the length of the game? I don't think so.
Right. And you get these people commenting like they followed the sport for years.
Right.
And you're sitting there going, no, that's not right, actually. You know, oh my God, I can't believe blah, blah, blah. I don't understand what's happening. Well, if one were a soccer fan, you would know this, that, or the other. And it's just like that kind of stuff. Just it's an irritant to me, because you're clearly not a fan. You're following because other people are following. You're jumping off the bridge, and it's like, look, that's completely fine, but don't like jump both feet in the pool. You don't know what you're talking about, and you're just out and you're having a good time and you're drinking and you're just doing it to do it because everybody else is doing it. I'm just gonna say don't. I'm just gonna say don't. You know, yeah, right now, am I standing on my lawn telling the kids to get off my damn lawn? I am.
Yeah. Old man shouts at clouds or whatever.
I am. Fuck those clouds. I pretty much am. But it's just kind of an irritant to me. It's like, look, you know, for me, like if Ireland were in it, would I kind of be like, yay, go Ireland? Probably.
Yeah.
But I probably wouldn't watch the whole game. I wouldn't schedule to go out and watch the game.
Yeah.
But it's just all of these quote-unquote newfound soccer players. When this thing leaves town, no one will give two shits about soccer.
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
Temporary fixation versus actual new passion.
Right.
How many people are jumping off the bridge into a temporary fixation?
A lot right now.
Yeah.
A lot right now.
And that's not to say, like, if the World Cup coming to the U.S. has brought you passion in watching the game of soccer, that's awesome. Great. Mm-hmm. Keep it up. But if it's a temporary fixation and all of a sudden it's become your lifestyle, that makes you a bandwagoner.
Oh, for sure. And trust me, it's just not soccer. It happens to be going on right now, so I make this point with that. But you can make this same exact argument for something like the Super Bowl, right? And you're at a Super Bowl party, and the Bears are down by 6, and they're having like a 50-yard drive. It's the fourth quarter. There's only a couple minutes left. You're on the edge of your seat, and the person next to you is like, oh my God, these nachos are amazing. And you're just like, you're about to get knocked out right now. You need to leave this home. You are clearly here for the nachos and the commercials, and I don't have time for you right now. Like, it's kind of the same thing.
I hear that.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm on my lawn. I'm yelling at the kids, get off my lawn. But in the same sense, it's kind of like I say it also from the perspective of a sports fan, where it just bothers me these non-sports people are all of a sudden like Johnny Soccer now. And it's like, you know, sit there and watch it. You want to watch it? Fine. You want to be interested in what's going on? Us is interesting. I've never caught one. Cool. But don't sit there and be so boisterous and so loud. Like, oh, yes, I was born in Brazil. I know everything there is to know. No, you weren't. No, you weren't.
You were born in Topeka, brother.
You were born in Topeka, and you know football and corn, and you should shut up.
Right.
Like, I that's what I feel. But at any rate, Americans just amuse me in all the worst possible ways, I suppose. But, yeah, that's all I got on that.
Not to gatekeep.
But. It's a thing. It's a thing. It doesn't keep me up at night, but it makes me kind of cranky.
Sure.
It riles me up.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll be back in a minute. All right, we're back, everybody. Time for Carpe DM. You find beautiful people, send us your DMs, and we read them on the air. And if they are in the form of a question, we will,
We might.
We might answer. We have the ability to.
This is true.
For sure.
We know we're capable.
Sometimes we just have to be motivated to do so.
Yes. Now, how would someone motivate you?
Well. Hey, can I shake your hand? You can.
I would say no.
Probably not enough.
I would say no, you can't.
Okay.
Not with an empty hand.
Oh, I see. So, you shake someone's hand, that'd be fine. But if someone had something green in their hand by chance.
Or has a blue strip on it.
That could very well get the job done.
My friend Benjamin Franklin is a persuasive man.
Yeah. When Benny asks questions, we'll answer.
Benny gets answers.
He gets answers. It's as simple as that. So we do have a lineup of questions and comments here today from you fine, beautiful people. I have one from @JohnnyKNXVLLE.
Oh, interesting.
Johnny Knoxville. He says, for sale, $250, American flag blue paint chunk. This is your chance to own a part of history. Celebrate our 250th anniversary with a piece of latex paint. Freshly retrieved from the green waters of the Lincoln Memorial Reflective Pool in Washington, D.C., valued at $14 million taxpayer dollars.
Yeah. Ain't that some shit?
It is not a surprise.
No.
It is not a surprise. Everything this guy touches turns into a green sludgy pool.
Right.
So it really is kind of a metaphor for his entire presidency.
Yeah, I'm not sure, famous child rapist Donald Trump knows anything about reflective pools. So no. I'm not sure why, first of all, he was elected, but secondly, why anyone would agree to paint the reflective pool. What a stupid idea.
I know, right? None of it made sense.
No. It's like, we want it to look more blue. You don't have to.
Right.
Just work on the filtration system, improve that. The water seeps down to the rock, it gets filled back up. You want it to look blue, put a little blue dye in there. Even then, I don't think anyone was asking for that.
No. But, who knows? It's kind of like if he really wanted a green sludgy looking thing, he should have just got a hold of the people in Chicago to turn the river green once a year.
Yeah.
we could have helped you out with that. Had a boat out there, done in 10 minutes.
Oh, what a goof. So dumb.
What a goof. @Antman9, Donald Trump repeats history, surrendering at Versailles. LOL.
I did hear about that. And I was like, wow, that's insane.
And he probably has no idea.
Oh, no.
He has no clue at all.
No clue.
But I'm sure the French did.
Yeah. I mean, everyone was giving Barack Obama shit when, I think the offer was we free up $400 million of their own dollars,
right?
I believe.
Yes.
And now we're giving them $300 billion of our dollars?
Yes.
Billion?
Yeah.
Wow, art of the deal. I'm impressed.
Yeah, he's really something special. We're so lucky to. Oh God, I can't even fake that.
Pedophile in chief burns $300 billion.
$300 billion takes bath in green sludgy pool. AI Mackenzie, I chose carrot cake for my birthday, and I got judged like I committed a crime. Carrot cake people, show yourself.
I'm a carrot cake enjoyer.
I like carrot cake.
Absolutely. Yeah, I am, though. I have discovered I am a hater of cooked carrots.
I am, too.
It's different
if
they're, baked in a cake, or even if they're just, fresh carrots, baby carrots, whatever.
Yeah.
Cooked carrots disgust me.
They're gross.
It's, cloyingly sweet, and the taste is just foul to me. But, yeah, carrot cake, count me in.
I agree 100%.
Cream cheese frosting, get real.
Oh, I love it. It's so good. But yeah, I'm with you on that cooked carrot thing. It's just gross.
I can't do it. I can't do sweet potatoes either for the same reason. It's strangely sweet and it tastes bad.
Right. It's like, why is my potato sweet? I don't know.
Let it be a potato.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I agree with that. This one is from May the Schwartz be with you. What's What was more embarrassing, Trump signing surrender papers at Versailles or the fact he couldn't clasp the Medal of Honor around the serviceman's neck? What a putz.
Oh, man. You're asking what's more embarrassing.
Right.
I think
Just him in general.
Yeah, the 70-some-odd million people that voted for him, I think, is the most embarrassing part.
Right. Yeah, I think that is true.
Yeah.
For certain. Yeah, that cracks me up. It's just like... he's doing it around, and like he literally is, like there's just a little metal clasp, and you just clasp it, and then it, like Biden did one, and like it took him 2 seconds. He's like, okay, this is clasp. There you go. You even straightened it out for the guy and turned the metal the right way. There you go. Whereas Trump's like, nope, nope, nope. Pulls it like where he's choking the dude so he can tie it. I'm like, what an asshole. Just unbelievable.
Oh, man.
Just unbelievable. It's just, you have to laugh. Otherwise, you just cry all the time.
Yeah.
The last one I've got here from our friend at Stoner Stanley 420. It's very, very short one today.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Momo and Alan, did you see that thing? I did.
I wonder if he saw a World Cup game.
Maybe.
I think I found my new favorite thing, guys.
This bouncy ball, man.
They never touch it though.
It's like they can pick it with their hands and they just choose not to. This bouncy ball with their feet. It's silly.
So I'm guessing no, I've not seen the thing.
No, I haven't seen it, Stanley. I've seen many things. I don't know if it's the thing you're talking about.
This is true. It could be anything.
It could be anything. He could be looking up at the moon.
That is true. Like, it's the noun.
Yeah.
Thing.
It's a thing, yeah. So, actually, I could even say yes and not be wrong.
This is true. We have seen the thing.
We have seen the thing. I've seen lots of things. You're right. Awesome, Stoner.
You're right, and you're welcome.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Well, that concludes mine for this week. What do you got, Aiden?
I got a DM here from Peter Peterson. If I offered you $100,000 to change your first name to something distinct and never change it back, would you do it?
Wow.
I think that would cause trouble for my online branding.
Probably.
Like my YouTube channel's Aiden spelled the right way. So if I change my name, I mean, granted, $100,000 is a lot of fucking money.
Sure.
But I would literally have to rebrand to anything else because it would no longer be my name.
Do I get to choose?
Change your first name to something distinct is what it says.
Okay.
So I guess I couldn't just be like Aiden with a Y. It would have to be distinct from Aiden.
So if I decide to change my mind to Pizza Bear Booty.
First name, all one word.
Pizza Bear Booty.
Yeah.
Because everybody likes pizza, beer, and booty.
This is true.
Pizza Bear Booty. They will love me.
Pretty universal.
I think so.
I think I would change it too. I think I would take the $100,000.
I would too.
I would change my name to like, I don't know, just like Finnegan or something.
What if you just change your name to a number?
Yeah. I'm 6.
1.
Yeah.
I'm 1. Did you say 1? No, 1.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Like the number?
You could like change your name, be like, oh, I'm 23. And then when you're like 35 years old, hey, hi, I'm 23.
I'm 23 and you're not lying.
Oh, okay. Well, what's your name? I'm 23.
I'm 23. This guy's broken.
So I would take it. I would do something silly.
Yeah.
Because I already thought of a workaround. I can just go by my middle name.
You absolutely can.
Gotta think the long game.
That's right. Gotta outsmart the person asking the question.
I got a DM here from Buzzy1996. What is the worst booze you've ever tried?
Okay. There's a few on here. Now, this is almost like with an asterisk. I'm with the full understanding that Malort is a chemical cleaner. I fully understand that.
There's something charming about it.
But there's something charming. There's something very Chicago about it. And I can stomach it, and I can do that in old style and give you that Chicago handshake proudly. I have no issue with it. Do I fully realize that it is like sucking on your carpet. Yes, I know.
I have tried Malort multiple times. Never once has it hit my tongue and I thought, wow, I dislike that. It's just like, wow, that's
I've had it and
like different.
I've had it and not chased it.
Yeah. It's Malort, baby.
It's Malort. So I put an asterisk by that one. What I will come out and say, there is a collective of alcohols that I do find nasty. Sambuca is one of them. Jägermeister is another. And
Jaeger's a unique one, man.
Yeah. And Goldschlager. Because Goldschlager's just weird.
I'm happy I've never tried that. Like, I've seen it, and I'm like, I feel like I only hear bad things about that.
Yeah, and I'm not a tequila guy, although...
That was going to be... Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say quickly that my friend is a bartender, and she is in this speakeasy at this fancy hotel in Valparaiso, Indiana, and she made this drink, and it's tequila-based, right? So she looked at me the first time I went up there. She's like, oh, do you want a beer? I'm like, I'm in your spot, man. What drink did you create? She's like, I created that one, and it's made with tequila. I'm like, okay, I'll try it. She's like, oh, you're not a tequila guy. I'm like, it's your drink. I want to try your drink.
Right.
And it was really great. It was really, really, really good. Now, that being said, if someone offered me a shot of tequila, and it was side by side with Malort, I would take the Malort.
Yeah. Oh, I would too.
Yeah.
That was going to... Like, any tequila, for me,
I just don't like
is
it.
the nastiest shit I've ever tried.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only time I'll gag taking a shot of is if it's tequila. So tequila would be up there. I don't like sake. I think rice wine is disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not for my palate. And then I remember taking... This was not a bright decision, but I remember taking a shot of this little substance called spiritus.
I was going to mention that.
Spiritus is akin to Everclear, where
Yes.
it is almost 100% ethanol. Like it's like 96, 95, 96% ethanol.
You can almost get your car to turn over to it.
Oh, yeah. People have... Oh, yeah. I think I watched a video once of someone almost... Or like getting it to putter.
Yeah.
On spiritus. It was not disgusting. It was mostly flavorless, but it burnt.
Oh, yeah.
It burnt. Like, I felt the warmth all the way down into my stomach. I was like, oh, I'm never going to do that again.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't recommend that experience for anybody.
I know there's people when they do shots of spiritus that they'll put a little bit of lemon or lime juice in it, and that makes it very palatable. But straight up, that or 151.
That's a tough sell.
Yeah.
That's a tough sell, yeah.
It is a tough one.
There have been a couple beers I've tried where I'm like, I would take almost anything over this.
Yeah.
Where it tastes yucky. Like, there's one called Champagne Velvet.
Ooh.
I've tried before. I believe it's brewed here in Indiana. And I love supporting microbreweries and local breweries. But god damn, that was not good.
Mm-mm.
Very much not good.
There is a beer when it's not cold. I would drink almost anything else on the planet. A lukewarm old style is nasty.
Oh, no.
It is gross. It is. I mean, a cold old style is barely okay.
Yeah.
Barely okay. But like a room temperature old style is nasty.
I know there are places overseas in Europe where beer is served at room temperature. Most beers
I
are
believe
served.
in England, I think they do, like, you can go to the bar and the beer you get on tap is room temp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
No bueno.
No, thank you.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, couldn't do that.
Although a stout I can almost have warmer. It does not have to be cold. But, like, if I'm having a Bud Light, a Miller Light, a Busch Light, any sort of light beer, that's got to be cold.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Otherwise, it's foul.
Yep.
I got one more DM here. My last one comes from Broth of Soup. What are some of your favorite smells?
A smell, huh? Coffee first thing in the morning, brewing.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's a good one. So also in the morning, someone like cooking bacon.
Yeah.
Is like... Ladies, I know sometimes you go and you spend all this money on perfumes and whatnot. If you cook some bacon and rub that bacon on your neck, dude's on your shit. That's all I'm going to say. If you are wearing that as some sort of enticement, pheromonal, invisible finger,
right.
like, come here, Mr. Guy, whatever, just rub that bacon on.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Like, dudes will be like, yo, what up? Kind of smell like a bacon cheeseburger, and I'm into this right now.
There's nothing like being like buzzed, and then the smell of someone bringing you a crave case of Whitey's. Oh my God.
We did that at a
That's special.
We did that at a wedding once. I think it might have been my friend's brother. And he got married, and for whatever reason, like around midnight, that's usually like as it approaches the late hours, that's kind of the cue for all the old people to go home, and for all the young people to like turn it up, and then the music gets louder and faster, and everybody's like partying because now everybody's really buzzed and everything.
Right.
But at that point, there's no more food. The cake's been cut, and everybody's like, man, we could use something to soak all this stuff up. So we went out to a White Castle and we got 2 crave cases.
Oh, it's huge.
And we came back to the wedding, popped those right on a table. Those things were gone. Those things disappeared so damn fast. But it was the right thing to do.
Yeah, there's nothing quite like that.
Although, when you put some crave cases in your car is going to smell like a White Castle burger for a couple of days.
This is true.
There's no question.
It's the scent that lingers.
Those scents are good. I like fresh cut grass. That's a good scent. The smell of like an old school football, like football leather.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I do like that a lot.
I love the smell of flowers, and it's even more special when, like, I've grown them. Like, I made this natural beauty.
Yes.
Admire its scent.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like that a lot.
Sense of pride to it.
I have this one rose bush, and right now it has like 40 flowers on it. It's just blowing up. And I do like kind of bending down and getting a whiff of that once in a while for sure.
Hell yeah.
I like the smell of garlic.
Oh yeah, just like Italian food cooking.
Almond extract. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, like that amaretto vibe.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do like that. So yeah, those are some I can immediately think of for sure.
Oh, peanut butter cookies fresh out the oven.
Or brownies, fresh chocolate brownies,
that
fudge
goes
brownies.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's good.
Hell yeah.
That's good. Good questions, guys. Good stuff today. Stanley, we gotta talk, man. I don't know. It's he saw a thing, folks.
He saw a thing.
He saw a thing. All right. On to a little segment we call the Other Foods. Aiden scours the globe for some really nasty stuff that people put in their mouth and call food. So, Aiden, what do you have?
I have a little treat out of Malaysia today.
Okay.
It's called ambuyat.
Okay.
I believe is how it is pronounced.
Okay.
And hopefully, if we have any wonderful Malaysian listener out there, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's ambuyat.
Yeah.
Is the quote-unquote extremely sticky national dish of Brunei, made with sago palm tree starch that gets cooked into a substance similar to glue.
Oh, what?
Yeah. It is typically eaten for... Oh, God, if you look up a picture of this, it looks like a substance a human could create.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone out there, go look up a picture of ambuyat. They're like, wow, that's...
Oh,
wow.
no.
Yeah. Substance similar to glue, mind you, is typically eaten for lunch with a fermented sour sauce.
That'll make the dish.
Traditionally prepared for special occasions where it serves as a substitute for rice, locals eat it with a double-pronged bamboo stick, and it is said the best way to eat ambuyat is by twirling it around the stick, and because of its glue-like substance, it sticks on there and glorps to it.
Oh, no.
And then dipping it in the sour sauce, swallowing it instead of chewing because of its consistency.
Oh, God. That's really gross.
Why would you eat something you don't want to chew and enjoy?
Right.
Just eat rice, bro. The ambuyat may be accompanied by a variety of side dishes, dips, and sauces due to its notable blandness. Some saying it tastes like, quote, nothing at all. The most popular dips are made from local sour fruits or made with the infamous durian fruit. The dish can be tried to be served with meat. It says must-try delicacy, but I hold my reservations on on saying all that.
That's really gross, dude.
Yeah. Glorpy glue-like substance just to be a swallowed vehicle for sour fruit mash.
Uh-huh.
If you like the fruit mash, just eat the fruit mash.
Just eat that, yeah.
Yeah, tree starch. Gloopy tree starch.
Oh, so nasty.
Yeah.
So gross. Yeah. Look at the picture, though. That's the...
Yeah, all you lovely listener out there, look up Ambuyat and just, like, scroll through the images. It's unique.
Well, little Mr. Movie review time. I went to the theater. Didn't run into weird people this time. I'm looking at... Oh, no. Oh, God.
Sorry, I had to do some live research.
Why?
And show...
That's gross.
Yeah. The other pictures of Ambuyat were more disgusting than the first one I showed Mark Mo. Yeah.
Food cocky. Ugh, gross. That's nasty. That's so gross.
Anyway. Yeah.
Who eats that?
Malaysians?
Malaysians. Anyway, Mr. Movie Review. I saw a little movie called Disclosure Day. It's a newest sci-fi thriller from one Mr. Steven Spielberg. It's about the revelation that humanity is not alone in the universe. The story follows a meteorologist played by Emily Blunt and a whistleblower/computer expert played by Josh O'Connor, who uncover evidence of extraterrestrial contact and a long-running cover-up. As the truth begins to emerge, they become entangled in a global struggle over disclosure, secrecy, and humanity's response to first contact. The cast also includes Colin Firth, Coleman Domingo, and Eve Hewson. The film was released on June 12th, and I give this particular film a 4 out of 5 stars.
Hell yeah.
It was good. Did not have a definitive ending, which is usually a grade down for me because I feel like you can end any story and still leave the loop open to do a second film and a third film and a fourth film, but I don't understand why so many filmmakers have to leave you with a cliffhanger as if to say, hey, thanks for watching this movie. Now you got to come see the next one. It's like, nah, F you, dude. Why?
It's like producing a book, but you tear out the last 10 pages.
Right.
It's like, well, why did I buy the book if you're not going to finish the damn story?
If you're not going to finish the story. And I just felt like they could have left you with some sort of hanger, but still finish that story. And I never like that. But all in all, an entertaining movie, a fun movie. And I don't know. I liked it. I think if you like good sci-fi, if you like the whole extraterrestrial kind of stuff, it's definitely worth your watch. I think it's definitely a good watch for certain. That's that as far as the movie reviews go. And I think we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to hit our feature segment, You Just Made the List. All right, we are back for You Just Made the List. It's our feature segment, our top 10 list. Each and every week we make a list of, whatever the hell we want, and share that with you fine, beautiful people. 10 through 2 with our big number 1 reveal. And, it is important when you do these sorts of things to pay attention to the rules. Because you don't want any violations.
Sure.
You don't want getting a ticket in the mail for something you messed up on.
What a terrible feeling that would be.
Yeah, well, it is. I get those. Anyway, the amazing thing is that the only rule is there are none.
Woo! Let's freaking go, chat.
Isn't that great?
Everyone subscribe for the best rule of all time.
That's for sure.
No rules.
For certain. So this week, the top 10 worst sports franchises.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun. We've been talking about sports on and off for the day, so it makes sense.
It makes sense to do that. A lot of sports, a lot of music in our top 10 lately. And this one in particular is kind of fun because there are just some dog-ass sports franchises.
Oh, yeah.
So that being said, Aiden, what you got?
Well, I do apologize to our foreign listener out there. I stuck with American sports franchises today because those are the ones I'm most familiar with.
Correct.
So I stuck with the big four. I've got NHL, NBA, NFL, MLB. And that's what I will be covering on my worst sports franchises. Number 10 on my list, the Carolina Hurricanes. Now, they are, over the last 10 years at least, last 5 to 10 years, a remarkably successful team.
That is true.
Very much a winning team. I think last year they had like a 649 win percentage, which is insanely high.
Yep. And won the cup this year.
And they did win the cup. So remarkably successful over the last 5 to 10 years. They killed my best friend.
They did.
They killed my best friend, the Hartford Whaler.
Indeed.
And I will never forgive them for that. Because Carolina, that is not a city nor a state.
No.
It's neither. What are you?
What is Carolina?
We're Carolina. That means nothing to me.
No.
That means nothing to me. You killed the Hartford Whalers, and I will never forgive you, so you can lick my balls.
I love
Fuck
that.
you.
I love that. I love that so much.
So, yeah, they're number 9.
Congratulations to the Hartford Whalers on their first Stanley Cup.
Yes, exactly. Well overdue.
Well overdue.
Well overdue. Number 9 on my list, controversial in this room, the Denver Broncos.
Oh, no.
Now, they have been a remarkably successful team on and off as well. Yeah. I mean, you went from John Elway, you had Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Bo Nix is popping off.
Right.
Here's the thing. They got bought by the same fucking chodes that own Walmart. They hired Sean Payton, who was never punished for all of the dog shit he did in New Orleans.
That's fair.
In between targeting players and, putting out bounties on people. So foul. Foul behavior out of Denver. You guys are making it very tough for me to root for you. Very tough as a fan.
Okay.
Number 8, the Kansas City Chiefs. Their spark is gone. Their locker room and team energy seems like something you should not subject to anyone. Mm-mm. What a bad vibe. I mean, who is it? Their punter or their kicker is some kind of MAGA chode hanging out with pedophiles all day.
Yep.
I mean, you got Patrick Mahomes, who sounds like Kermit the Frog, and he's just not a likable person. Andy Reid's kind of a chode. Travis Kelce's definitely a chode.
Yeah.
And their heavy downward swing is only going to continue for years and years to come. That's my prediction. And I think it's the Kansas City Chiefs' fault. And for anyone who bandwagoned for them, you're about to look very stupid.
Wow. I like your take so far.
There's my hot take. Number 7, the Columbus Blue Jackets. Have they ever tried to win anything?
Not to my knowledge.
No, the answer is no.
No.
And if you have a losing team for that amount of time, look inward as the owner, as the GM, as the coach. Maybe just get out of the business. You guys aren't winning anything.
Right.
I'm trying to think in recent history, what have they ever done?
Nothing.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Which is shocking because in terms of college sports, the Ohio State Buckeyes are in the same town and are highly successful.
Right.
Versus the pro team in your town, which is dog ass.
Absolute dog water, yeah. Terrible.
Interesting.
Number 6 on my list, the Pittsburgh Pirates. I love rooting for underdogs, and the Pittsburgh Pirates are pretty consistently underdogs. They're, I believe, what we in the biz call a small market team.
Sure.
Which is just MLB speak for the owner doesn't want to spend any money.
That's fair.
You've got a greedy chodester of an owner that doesn't want to spend any money on players, and they pretty consistently have losing records year over year. I can't remember the last time they did anything notable in the playoffs. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, it's been a hot minute.
Decades, perhaps?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. And I love clowning on Pittsburgh because of former friend and former co-host of mine. But that was just joshing. I want the Pirates to be good. I love rooting for underdogs. But what a terrible franchise. Number 5, we just mentioned him earlier, the New Orleans Saints haven't done shit since Breeze retired. Drew Brees retired. Even his last couple of years, you could see him fading.
Yeah.
And they haven't done anything since he retired. They were never properly punished for Sean Payton and the targeting and the bounties. They are a chippy, dirty team, and I despise them. I think as an owner, you should look at your team and be like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yep.
Unless you as the owner are okay with it, in which case you're complacent and you are an asshole.
Yeah, that's fair.
Number 4, tied at number 4.
Oh, tied at number 4. Okay.
The New York Jets and the New York Football Giants.
I love that. I love it so much.
You guys are both horrible at what you do.
Horrible, bad, evil.
I don't know if it's the curse of playing in New Jersey. I don't know if you guys are just both stupid.
Could be.
As franchises.
Yeah.
But they both deserve to be up here.
I agree.
The Giants haven't done shit since Eli retired. And the Jets, I don't think, have ever done anything.
Mm-mm.
If I'm right.
Joe Namath.
Oh, sure. That's
year.
True. That's true.
That's it.
How many decades ago?
A lot.
Number 3 on my list, the Chicago White Sox.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible owner. Just shitty team. The fans are asinine. Even when they're winning, which somehow they're winning this year. They're one of the most successful...
there's plenty of time to fuck that up.
Most successful, as of recording, most successful teams in the American League.
Yeah.
But just terrible, terrible ownership. And the fans, even though they're White Sox fans, they are bandwagoners.
Oh, yeah.
When the team had 100 lost seasons, no one was going to the games.
Oh, like a few thousand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of a sudden they start winning and people start showing back up. It's like, wow, okay, so it's conditional fanship.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Number 2 on my list, same baseball team with the same problems, the Colorado Rockies.
Oh, yeah.
I believe over the last 20 years, the most losing team in baseball.
I believe so, yes. Yep.
Yeah,
it's true.
Just how can you be so consistently bad?
Oh, yeah, and they are.
So that's my number 2. I'll save my number 1.
Okay.
What do you have for the worst sports franchises?
Oh, I have so much. It's pretty amazing. So I think we share a few for certain. I have at number 10 the Chicago Bulls, which is shocking because you think of the 6 championships in 8 years, which would have been 8 out of 8 had he not, Jordan not retired.
Yeah, double three-peat.
When they broke Rodman, Pippen, and Jordan up, that was it. And they have not been back since. They had a couple of decent teams with
Derrick Rose was great.
Derrick Rose,
when he wasn't injured.
Heinrich, who else was on
Jimmy
it? Ben
Buckets.
Gordon.
Yeah.
Noah. They had dudes that could play, and they had 2 or 3 really good seasons in there. But even then, they weren't the best team in the league. They're maybe 3rd or 4th, but even so, it was okay, this is something. And then they've shat the bed since. They really haven't done anything. At best, they're the last playoff in, and then they get squashed right away.
Right.
And it's bad news. And
the consistent middling team of mediocrity.
Yeah, it's just bad.
Which I believe shares ownership with the Sox.
Which is my number 9.
Oh, there you go.
Aiden, Mr. Segway. Number 9 is the Chicago White Sox. Yes, I know they have this odd success this year that nobody can explain. They got the Murakami dude that just hits home runs on the daily. So I think they just stumbled into him like the Bulls stumbled into Jordan. And, so they have a lot of luck with that. I look at that team and I don't get it. I just don't. I feel like if it were a 7-game series against the Braves or the Dodgers or maybe the Yankees, a really good team, they get stomped in 5 games. I don't think that they're really going to do much. But it's progress. I will give them that. But the last 2 years, maybe 3, have just been dog water, just brutal.
Right. You take 2026 out of the mix. From 2024 to 2025 season, what did they lose? 200 games?
Yeah.
Over those 2 seasons?
Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. One of the worst teams of all time, as a matter of fact. And so it's just bad. It's a bad organization. They're in the number 3 market in all of sports, and yet they can't spend money or won't spend money on elite players. Okay, we got this young kid that can play, this young kid that can play. Good. Go and get 2 or 3 really good veterans to put around them and go do something.
Right.
And they don't.
Consistently,
because owner's cheap. Number 8, the Charlotte Hornets. I don't know why they exist. I know Michael Jordan is a part owner. Maybe he's just bored. I don't know. But they're absolutely terrible. Number 7, the Pittsburgh Pirates, for many of the reasons Aiden said. And here's the thing. I have nothing against Pittsburgh. I have nothing against the town. I hear it's a cool city. I hear the baseball park is like top 3 or 4 in all of baseball in terms of like location and the actual park and like all that. And what an amazing thing to have this park that everybody wants to go to and this part of the city that's super cool and go and sit there and watch ass.
Right.
Just
right.
terrible. And if they don't fix it, that certain pitcher they have that's a stud, Skeens, he'll just leave.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I'm due for a big raise. They're not going to pay me.
Right.
See ya. Yeah, I'm out.
Maybe he should come over to the Cubs.
I think that'd be a great idea. I think the Cubs should just unload their farm system for Skeens and Scooble and just finish this thing. Number 6, the Arizona Cardinals. Now, they had that one year where they played in the Super Bowl. Now, mind you, they stumbled into Kurt Warner for 2 years, so that's a big reason why they did it. But aside from that one season, failure after failure failure, mediocrity was the best ever for that group.
Right.
Usually more like a 4, 5, 6 win team. Just not
consistently
bad. And they're not great. And that's where they are. Number 5, the Columbus Blue Jackets. Once again, a lot of the reasons that we've mentioned. I think the name of your team is stupid. I always said, if you just want to have a team name, pick a color, pick an animal. You can't lose. It's fine. They could have been the Blue Hawks, the Blue Jays, the Blue Birds, the Blue Tigers. They could have done anything.
Yeah.
The Blue Jackets. Now, people are like, oh, that's from their role in the Civil War and all that. Great, super. All right, whatever. To me, I see the word blue jacket. I think that they're shopping at Walmart and picking up a cheap suit. And that's basically all this team is worth is a cheap Walmart suit. That is it.
Yeah.
Number 4, the Colorado Rockies. Aiden and I we're syncing on this.
Yeah.
Colorado Rockies, absolutely ass team. I love Denver. I've been there. It's probably top 4 or 5 city in this nation to me. I love it. The surrounding mountains, going up into the mountains, going to Boulder, like the whole area is great. And they've had football success. They've had hockey success. Even
basketball.
Even success. Right. They got Joker, man. I mean, so like the town is just full of like good shit in terms of their sports. And then there's the baseball team.
Yeah.
And that team is just bad.
Terrible.
Just terrible. Just bad. Like, look, okay, well, that's the thin air and the ball carries. Great. Then fuck your pitching. Just get a bunch of dudes who don't even do shit, but get yourself a killer lineup 1 through 6 that's just going to launch that ball into outer space.
Your home field is in Home Run Central.
Yeah.
You're a mile and change above sea level.
Yep.
You can launch the ball.
Yes.
And why are you so consistently the losing team every year?
Shouldn't be. So, yeah, I don't know what their deal is there. Interestingly, my number 2 and my number 3 are the New York Giants and the New York Jets. We were on par completely on this list. Once again, no offense to like those that like the Premier League and Bundesliga and all that kind of stuff. We appreciate all of you. And I just am not as familiar with your ass teams. I know you're very good teams, like Bayern Munich and... oh God, who are some of the good teams over in Premier? It would be
like Man U,
Man City. Yeah. Yep, exactly. So, like, I know you're good teams. I just don't know, because the beautiful thing about like the Premier League, for example, is when you have some ass teams, you demote them.
Right.
And I love that so much.
Funny.
Like, you really suck, so you're going to go down and play in that league for a while. It's just that part of it. Just I love so much. So the Giants and Jets are just ass. They're And New York is the number 1 market. There's no reason, like, not saying they should win the Super Bowl every year, but there's no reason they shouldn't be competitive every year. They just have bad ownership and bad coaching. They pick wrong players. They pick guys with attitudes or issues. And every year, it just seems like one thing after another. And, I mean... like, people like are all excited about the Jets this year. Oh, is this the year we finally go to the playoffs? No, this is the year you maybe win 6 or 7 games. That's
right.
That's it, guys. I mean, it's not going to be any better. So, yeah, those franchises suck.
Yeah, damn right.
For certain. We're now on to our number 1s.
The numero uno.
Yes.
The worst team, the worst franchise I could think of throughout all of history. The Cleveland Browns. There's not enough you can say about them to properly quantify how shit they are.
Awful.
Consistently are.
Yeah.
And the management and ownership and the players, oh my God. Oh my God. Leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, it really does. And how many quarterbacks do they have right now? Like 10? I mean, they're probably just playing the odds. They're probably just like, okay, if we get 10 of these guys, one of them will at least be decent. Well, no.
Yeah, I think that's a no.
That's a no for me. My number one is also Cleveland Browns.
Yeah,
that is
out.
Unanimous. And here's the funny thing about the Cleveland Browns. This is Cleveland Browns Part 2, or Part 2 if you are one of our French fans. The original Cleveland Browns left for Baltimore to become successful. To become the Ravens with Lamar Jackson and Coach Harbaugh. So they're doing good things since they've left. And they're like, well, fine, we'll get an expansion team and we'll call them the Cleveland Browns. Oh, you go do that, little guy. You go
Maybe leaving Cleveland is the only way to be good. I think it's an Ohio.
LeBron did it.
Yeah, I think it's an Ohio thing. It's either an Ohio thing or a Cleveland thing.
I really do think so. But, once again, the Cavs have had some limited success, and the Guardians, while not winning, formerly the Indians, while not winning a World Series, have at least had limited success, a lot of playoff runs and things like that.
We got to Game 7 with them.
Got to Game, which was arguably one of the best World Series ever. So, yeah. So, that was all good stuff. And so, Cleveland has good teams, but then there's the Browns. And it just, I don't know. Maybe it's just... And I joke with Cleveland fans, and if you're from Cleveland, I'm so sorry. But I joke with Cleveland fans all the time that I think Michael Jordan and John Elway killed your teams. I just think that they, the Cleveland Browns had a run where they had an awesome team for 4 or 5 seasons. And what do? They meet John Elway and the Broncos in the playoffs. And what happens? Well, we know.
History tells.
John takes care of business. And the same thing with the Cavaliers. Elo and Doherty and all those guys, a really good basketball team. Who do they meet in the playoffs? Jordan and the Bulls. What happens? Well,
yeah, they got smoked.
We know that story too, so we get that. But with the Browns, it's just one thing after another. And, you get this quarterback. It's Deshaun Watson. Wow, I think we finally got a top tier. What did he do? Wait, what? Oh, he's get happy endings. Oh, lots of happy endings? Oh, wait, asking for happy endings from people that don't normally give that's a problem.
For poor people.
Yeah.
For poor people.
That
That is a crime called sexual harassment.
Yes.
For rich people, like Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
You get to play for the Cleveland Browns.
You get to play for the Cleveland Browns.
It's an unfair yet similar punishment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely agree. And it made me laugh when the Bears played the Browns last year. How many people were like, oh, Shedeur Sanders, he's so much better than Caleb Williams. Oh, the Browns are really gonna... Well, okay. Well, what? No, Shedeur just shit the bed? Oh, and what?
Per usual.
Caleb made it to the play... Well, disregard what I said. Never mind that. Never mind. Look, I'm not saying Shedeur can't be a decent quarterback. Maybe a different team. I don't know. He might be okay. They got the Dylan Gabriel kid.
He's got a shitty attitude,
He's got a shitty attitude, which matches his shitty
team. For the
team.
Cleveland Browns, yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, just perfect. So I don't know what your solution is, Cleveland, but your team's bad. Your team's bad. I think the best thing to do, which is what mobsters used to do back in the day when they owned businesses that were failing, and oh no, there's this fire, and now the business is out of business and they collect the insurance money. So maybe if the entire franchise was burned to the ground, you guys could collect that insurance money and not have to deal with that shit football team anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Move to Portland.
Move
to Portland.
Move to Portland.
Like the Portland Redhawks or whatever.
Pick a color. Pick an animal.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do. Don't pick a blazer, okay? Don't be the blue blazers or jackets or whatever the hell those guys are. Color, animal, you're in the clear. It's going to be a good name. Golden Hawks, that would be cool as shit. Just change it up.
Right, and then you could have the Portland Golden Hawks be rivals with the Seattle Seahawks.
How awesome would that be? How awesome would that be? We already know how awesome your soccer rivalry is.
Seahawk is not a real animal.
It's not an animal.
It's a seagull.
Well, right.
You can make a fictitious animal, and it's still a better mascot than a blue jacket or a brown.
I'm trying to think in Seattle, and we're getting off topic, but we do that. If you follow us, you know. So the Kraken aren't real. The Seahawks aren't real.
This is true.
A mariner is technically like a sea-going...
It's a thing.
Pirate guy, kinda. But their logo is like a fork, like a merman would have.
Compass or something? Yeah, something.
It's like a merman compass.
Yeah.
You know, that's the old school M that looks like, you know, I'm merman, you know, and it's kind of like that thing. So yeah, and in Seattle, they were the Sonics.
Yeah.
And we're not talking about the shitty burger franchise.
Right.
Isn't that weird?
It is strange.
They don't have like a real thing.
They've got like the Seattle Sounders as the MLS team.
Oh,
right?
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
The Sounders.
Yeah, it's spelled like Sounders.
Okay.
Which is, I guess, a category if you're interested in
Puget Sound, I guess that.
No, sounding is different online.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
they're
a thing.
Actually, I know they say it's Seattle Saunders.
Okay.
But if you look up on Reddit, which I don't recommend if you're under the age of 18 or have functioning brain cells, but you can look up sounding.
Sounding.
Okay. Which I guess if you're sounding, you would be a sounder. It's the act of sticking objects into your penis.
Oh.
Pee hole.
Your
urethra.
No.
That's what sounding is. So the Seattle Sounders... I don't want to make assumptions.
Yeah.
But it kind of fits into that thing of like, well, that's what we are. We're the Sounders.
We're the team that puts things in our penis.
In the urethra.
Ooh. No.
That's a whole thing, and that is a real thing.
No.
And they named their team after that.
Isn't Portland the Timbers? Like that's a cool ass name. Like we're the Timbers.
Yeah. It sounds vicious.
Timber, we're cutting down a big tree, get out of our way.
Yeah.
We put things in our penis. That's what we do.
That's the Seattle way,
That's
brother.
the Seattle way. Have a cup of coffee and something to put in your cock. That's terrible.
Average Starbucks fan.
That's the average.
Take that, Seattle.
Take that. Full truth, we do actually love the city.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
We're just throwing shade to throw shade.
Yeah. But your team is named the Sounders, so...
Yeah, but... Well, you know, and if Seattle's anything like the French, they're all going to come after us.
Yeah. The French.
No, but like one of the beautiful things we love about Seattle people, they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
They just do not care. Anyway, we're now on to Down the Reddit Rabbit Hole. And Aiden mentioned the said Reddit rabbit hole, which can be a dangerous place to exist sometimes. But Aiden finds some interesting tidbits there.
That I do.
Yeah, so what do you got?
Well, going down the Reddit rabbit hole, I found a kind of disturbing statistic, which I think we've all known is going on. The fact that no one can afford anything, let alone a house.
Yeah.
You know, which people in the 80s could buy off of a single income and support a family of 4.
Yeah.
But, no one can afford houses anymore. So I found this. Home prices in the 20 largest cities. This is the year-over-year change.
Okay.
Mind you. So there are a handful of cities on this list where home prices are actually falling. People are moving away. They can't fill houses.
Sure.
Which would be Denver. Home prices fell 2.2% year over year.
Oh, okay.
Tampa, 2.1%. I guess that has to do with people's hurricane worries.
Could be.
And the fact that insurance companies don't actually want to insure houses in Florida anymore.
Yep, that's a problem.
Seattle home prices are falling 2%.
Yeah. A lot of that is just pricing in general.
Yeah.
Because Seattle is an expensive city.
Right. Phoenix, Dallas, Las Vegas have all dropped about 1%. Same with Los Angeles, which is surprising. But then again, those prices were already way too high.
Prices are high. It's expensive to live there.
Now, Miami, year over year, 0%. They've stayed even.
Yeah.
Here's where it gets a little concerning. San Diego, notably an expensive place to live, has gone up 0.5%. Boston and Charlotte have both gone up 1%. Minneapolis is up 2.1%.
That's interesting because fuck winter.
Yeah, but also Minnesota's kind of like the bastion of goodness.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that.
Detroit, this will blow your mind, up 2.5%.
That's interesting. That's a city that's really on the comeback trail. I'm happy for it because I do, as much as, here's the thing, like people in Chicago, we do not like Packer fans, Milwaukee, that is like a really true rival. But like I don't feel like we, like, other than like the Detroit Red Wings, because we say, fuck the Red Wings and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't think we have like this rivalry with Michigan or Detroit. I just don't think we really do.
I would agree.
We used to have like a friendly, like, Thanksgiving weekend where the Bears would play the Lions. And then the next day the Blackhawks play the Red Wings, so all the Chicago fans would go up there for like a long weekend.
Right.
So I feel it's more of a friendly rivalry than some of the others.
I would agree.
Yeah,
totally.
so
agree.
I'm happy for the Detroit comeback.
Cleveland surprised me as well. I guess they're back on the up and up. Up 4.1% year over year.
Hey, people like bad football.
That's true. Well, I guess they're there for other teams.
Other teams and other things, that's for sure.
The top two increases in home price year over year. New York, 4.7%. Notably, already an expensive place to live, has jumped almost 5%.
Yeah, and that's what is hilarious with all the influx of jobs, people moving into the city, was how everybody was like, oh, this democratic socialist, everybody's going to leave, all the jobs are going to leave, and it's been anything but.
Right.
So,
it's booming.
Just some people need to stop talking.
The highest jump of 5% year-over-year home price, Chicago, Illinois.
How about that?
Chicago, Illinois, which is crazy considering if you are a fan here listening in Northwest Indiana, Chicagoland, they are building subdivisions everywhere of people moving out of Illinois to Indiana where the taxes are a little lower, and sure, your commute's going to go up, but you're going to save money on property tax and food tax and things like that.
You'll drive the extra 20 or 30 minutes.
Right.
It's fine.
And yet the prices in Chicago are still rising.
They are, yeah.
Which blew my mind. Like, how can both things be true at the same time?
Exactly. That's what I find fascinating. And, for your big cities, you're going to have that. And a lot of times you look at the price and you look at demand. So it's kind of like, New York and Chicago is still in demand no matter how many people want to badmouth those cities. It's like people still want to be there, and they want to be there for numerous reasons. They want to be there for the jobs. They want to be there for the culture. They want to, they want to be there for all those reasons. I can't blame them. I mean, I've put a lot of thought into potentially moving back to Chicago. Once again, would that mean an extra 30 minutes for me to get to work? Yep. But would I be happy living in a Chicago neighborhood where I don't need a car to get around? I can walk, grab a bus, grab the L, have 2, 3, 4 block walk, and have little corner markets and restaurants and bars where I can just hang out. And to be completely honest, especially for people that haven't been to Chicago before, and if you go online, you'll get, especially the ones where foreigners come to Chicago, and I don't think I've ever seen one where people come here and be like, oh, that city's ass. Everybody's blown away by Chicago. Right. They're just like,
the food, the
why
culture.
Are people so friendly here for a big city? I don't get it. And they come for the restaurants absolutely blow people away.
Oh, yeah.
They're just like, what is this food? I don't get it.
Yeah.
And it's a great food city. It's great for culture, things to do. The bars are fantastic. Sports teams often not successful, but like the event is still fun. It's a great city. And as summer cities go, and I've been to, I think, all of the top 20 cities, I think it's the best.
Yeah.
In the summertime.
I would agree.
100%. Just an amazing city. So I think that demand is still there, even though when you look at it, and the politics is probably the worst part, and politics costs Chicago big time businesses, and they move out of the state,
right? And
they move out of the city, and they're about to lose a sports franchise because they're playing politics.
Yeah. Half of that is Chicago, half of that is the state of Illinois.
Yes, 100%. And people want to sit there and fault the Bears. It's like, look, the Bears almost made my top 10. That they really did, because I do fault that ownership a lot for shit that's happened. But here's the thing. This is what I don't fault them for. They're a business. They're a business. And if the neighboring state and you're going to be located, 3 miles from the border, and you're going to put up this beautiful new stadium, and it's a better deal all the way around. You're going to be more profitable. It's going to be a nicer stadium. It's a good location. Everything works out. Why do you not take the better deal? Oh, we're just going to take a worse deal to stay where we're at. Why?
Right.
There's no put your business owner hat on, people, and be like, look, if you had a better deal over here, you're going to turn that down because, oh, you wax poetic for the past and being in Illinois. Fuck Illinois.
Right.
You don't need to be there. Oh, they can't take the name Chicago. Fuck, they can.
Right.
It's called a trademark, dumbasses.
Yeah.
They can play on the fucking moon and call themselves the Chicago Bears.
Both New York teams play in Jersey.
Right.
San Fran doesn't play in
Santa Clara.
Yeah.
Dallas plays in Arlington.
Right.
I mean, you could go right down the damn list.
Yeah.
And so I get fed up with it. It's so stupid. How many people have been like, well, they better change their name to the Arlington Bears? Nobody said that.
Right.
But now they're going to Indiana. Well, you better just shut up. I mean, look, Chicago people are great. They really are. You can go into the neighborhoods, ethnic, it's just a melting pot. It's great. And almost everybody is Midwestern nice for a big city. It's a weird thing. I get it. But when it comes to sports, their sports-based does tend to get somewhat idiotic.
Oh,
and
sure.
I think, so when Packer fans come here and other fans come here and they say bad things, I just go, I can't disagree with them.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're probably right. They're probably dicks. I get it.
Right.
I totally get it. They put their sports gear on and they turn into fucking idiots.
Yeah.
So I get it.
This is true.
Yeah. But that is fascinating.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. All right. So before we take our break and move to the last part of our show, while you were sleeping, so oftentimes we cuddle up and we snore and we sleep but when we do that, we miss stuff.
Yes, this is true. Whether it's a hunk shoe or a hunk me, you snore and you're sleeping on it.
This guy never sleeps.
Damn right.
He's on it. So if it's a YouTuber, if it's a TV show, if it's a movie, if it's a book, if it's a game, this dude's on that shit. What did we miss?
I have an interesting one for you today. While you were sleeping, everybody out there seems to have forgotten, well, at least most people out there seem to have forgotten, how incredible physical media is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking DVDs, digital video disc.
Yeah, baby.
Invented in the mid-90s, first released in 1996 in Japan.
Bring that shit back.
Bring it back. I hate the subscription-based digital only. You need an internet connection to access the content you pay for. It's fucking asinine.
Yeah.
When I purchase a movie, I wish to be able to play the movie whether or not I have internet, whether or not well, you need the DRM background to be able to play it. That's stupid.
Oh yeah.
DVDs came out in the 90s and they still hold up.
Yes,
they still
do.
hold up. DVDs can hold up to 8.5 gigabytes
Yeah.
of data. And then in the mid-2000s, I believe, we had Blu-rays.
Right.
Which is a DVD-adjacent, similar technology. It's optical media, but it uses a blue laser.
Correct.
Thus Blu-ray. And with the smaller wavelength of the laser, you can pack more data onto the disc.
Correct.
And Blu-rays, not only for movies being much more high definition and you can pack longer movies onto it, they are versatile enough. Blu-rays have been used for printing PlayStation 3, 4, and 5 video games and Xbox One and Xbox Series video games.
Ooh.
Blu-rays are still widely used.
Yeah.
And I wanted to bring this up because of something that has been ticking me off recently, which is exactly as I brought up before, the subscription service. Like every month you put tens and tens, dozens and dozens of dollars into different subscription services, which may or may not have a server outage when you want to watch something.
Yep.
Or like, hey, why purchase this movie? Oh, it's not available in your region anymore.
Right,
well, I fucking
exactly.
bought it. I should have it.
That's right.
And there are some haters out there I have seen that don't like optical media. I mean, supporters of physical media, but don't like optical media because it can degrade over time. You get a scratch on the disc, you're kind of fucked. But what you can do when you own a physical copy of a piece of art, whether that's a video game or that's a movie, you can you can rip that onto a computer.
Right.
So you have the full HD version. So you can not only have the optical disc, which I believe DVDs and Blu-rays last for decades before they start degrading, and you can have the digital copy, which, by the way, fully legal. You can rip any DVD or any Blu-ray you purchase.
Yep.
Any of them. You can rip that. It's yours because you're not distributing it. If you offered it up as a torrent, well, it's a little, I won't publicly recommend you do that.
Right, correct.
But you can rip all of that, and then you have the physical and the digital copy that no dog shit big tech company can take away from you.
That's right.
I want people to reappreciate physical media.
I agree, and I'm like, once you start on the DVDs, I'm like, I can go right there with CDs and vinyls too. Because, sure, you can go to Spotify and, I've got this list and that list, but I'm going to tell you something. There's something to be said for playing, God forbid, an album.
Right.
So, like, literally grabbing Pearl Jam's 10, grabbing AC/DC Back in Black, or grabbing just some classic album and listening to it front to back, grabbing Guns N' Roses and listening to Welcome to the Jungle, and
Number of the Beast,
and grabbing Number of the Beast, right? It's amazing. Or, like, for example, Queensryche, Operation Mindcrime. It's a rock opera. One song goes into the next.
Right.
There's something to be said with that, and just sometimes the sound that you can get out of a vinyl, I prefer it.
Yeah.
I just do. So I'm right there with you. I mean, it's physical media, I think, needs to kind of make a comeback. Yeah, the digital stuff's more convenient, but guess what? Sometimes it isn't accessible.
Right.
Right.
So, your internet drops out. Maybe the servers on their end drop out.
Yep.
Maybe it gets sold to a different company. You can't access the thing you purchased because, Netflix doesn't want to talk to Sony.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right.
It is irritating, and you never own anything. If you purchase a movie to play on, say, Paramount Plus, and you cancel your Paramount Plus subscription, do you think you can log back on and watch that movie?
You cannot.
No.
You cannot.
No. You are indebted for life to be entertained. I think that's wrong.
Yep. I'm right there with you. All right. That was awesome, dude. Well done on that. We definitely share that for sure. We're going to take a quick break, and we come back. We're going to finish with our beer review and the world of weird news. All right. We are back. Home stretch of episode 6. No. Season 6, Episode 9 of The Mark Mo Show. I'm your host, Mark Maloney, along with Aiden Maloney. 2 quick notes before we kick off this awesome beer review. Number one of our favorite bars is going to be no longer in a couple of weeks. That is the Zombie Club in Crown Point, Indiana. A lot of bullshittery surrounds that. With somebody,
controversy, if you will.
Definite controversy for sure. Someone buying the actual building and then telling them to get the fuck out, and it's just a bunch of bullshit. But I got good friends that are no longer going to be there because there is no longer going to be a there. So that definitely sucks hard. So Northwest Indiana people, definitely pay respects over these next 2 weeks. Go in there and grab a beer and enjoy it while it's still around for sure. And then just want to say we did this dive bar bus tour, which is in our last episode, kind of us on the road with it, which was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And we may have a replacement once said bar closes. There's a place called Strikers in Crown Point. It is from the owner of a place called Registry, which used to be another kind of a classic dive bar in the square. And I don't know. I like the vibe. It's kind of a cool space. All the bartenders were super nice. And the only thing we didn't try was, we kind of sort of tried the food. They had
the snacks.
They had snacks. They had a nice little spread for us. But I've seen their burgers and stuff online, so they look really good. So I definitely want to give them another try, and you should too.
Anyone in the region.
That's right.
Just come over from Chicago. Why not?
Oh, yeah. No question. It's not that far. I mean, if you're there to watch the football game, because we have your team, that's just kind of the way it is. # coming for socks next. That's just kind of kind of the way it's going to be.
The cookies crumble.
It's the way a cookie crumbles. So definitely check out Strikers. Very, very cool place. And always tip your bartenders. Don't be a cheap asshole.
Yeah.
All right, beer review. What do we got, Aiden?
The official beer review. Today we are trying an IPA that we have not tried yet, but it is from a familiar brand. It's called Invincible vs. Voodoo Ranger. It's from the New Belgium Brewing Company out of Fort Collins, Colorado, US of A.
Let's go.
And we have tried a couple different Voodoo Ranger products before, but this is one we have not. It is a Blood Orange IPA.
Okay.
Blood Orange, a fun flavor, a fun fruit, if you will.
It is. Oh, yeah.
8% ABV, so it's a little bit higher on that sliding scale. There's like 400 some odd check-ins to this beer on Untappd. We're using the app on our phones.
Yep.
Not sponsored, but wish we could be. Everyone has rated this a 3.7 on average.
Okay, that's a pretty high average.
Pretty high average. So we will be trying it for you, ranking it on a scale from 0 to 5, giving you some tasting notes. Crack her open. Let's freaking go, chat. And Slancha.
Slancha to you, sir.
Let us know in the comments what you, lovely viewer, are enjoying today. Ooh, citrusy on the nose.
For sure. More on the nose than the palate, for sure.
I agree. Yeah, the palate is a little piney.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever hops they use tend, to my first sip, drown out the
to overwhelm.
Blood orange.
Yep.
Yeah. Blood orange is kind of a delicate flavor anyway.
Yes.
And unless it's very prevalent, it could just be mistaken for like orange, navel orange.
Agreed.
So yeah, more piney on the palate. Very nice smell. And we're drinking it out of the can. It's not like we have our beer steins with us today. But yeah, I was expecting like a punch in the face of blood orange.
I was too.
But it is, because the can, by the way, really cool art.
Such a cool can, yeah.
If anyone out there is familiar with the Voodoo Ranger art style, there's this little skeleton man, and he's fighting this superhero dude or supervillain. And the Voodoo Ranger guy is squeezing a blood orange. And it looks neat, but the blood orange is kind of muted.
It's muted. Like I said, more on the nose, but
it is smooth.
Yeah, it's not bad.
For being 8%, I couldn't tell you that it was.
Right.
It's not light. It is full-bodied, but it's smooth. Like, we noted the hoppy, piney flavor, but it's not bitter. I'm not getting bitter at all.
No. No, because some of there's flavor profiles on the app, and none of the ones that are on here I don't think I'd pick. Like, one is blood orange, only on the nose. Citrusy, not overly. Bitter, not necessarily.
No.
There's refreshing and clean. I could buy either one of those.
Sure, I'd give refreshing. It's, for being a heavier ABV and a fuller bodied beer, you wouldn't necessarily assume, like, oh, this is a summery one. But it is kind of refreshing and clean in those ways.
Sure.
Where, like, the bitterness isn't overwhelming you, and it's not syrupy like some of the sweet beers can be. Yeah, I would disagree with blood orange. I'm going to give it orange, because that was the one note I got.
Okay.
I'll give it orange, smooth, refreshing, and clean. I'll give it 3.75 out of 5.
Yeah, my flavor profiles, I picked clean, hoppy, and piney.
That's fair, yeah.
Were my 3, and I gave it a straight 3.
Which, I mean, IPAs are not your typical go-to, so that's still not...
3 to 3.25 is about as high as I go on an IPA.
Yeah.
So, just as reference, because just like people that, I don't know, sample pizza, and people that sample beer, everybody has their favorites or things that are in their wheelhouse. And so the grading scale skews a little bit depending on what your preferences are.
Sure. I would agree.
But overall, not bad.
Yeah. If it punched me more with blood orange, I'd break into the 4s.
Yeah.
But it's a good IPA. It's smooth. The pine was... I guess it shouldn't be surprising because it's an IPA, and most of them are piney and limey. But if I hear blood orange IPA, I'm expecting blood orange IPA. So that was
I would agree.
Slightly unfortunate.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
And we do get badges
on the
Untappd app for checking into X style of beer a certain amount of times, or drinking X out of the bottle a certain amount of times.
Yes.
What have you got today?
I have the World Pint 2026 United States. Congrats, you've unlocked the World Pint 2026 U.S. badge, joined the world's biggest watch party, level up, match day, and tap freshly brewed craft beer with Pinter straight from your fridge for kickoff. No, they don't kick off.
And the rest of it, yeah.
Sorry. Grab our tournament brew schedule and build the perfect home stadium setup. So obviously that's for the World Cup.
World Cup, yeah.
And the next one is Ales for ALS. This check-in meant something. This brewery is a proud partner of Ales for ALS, which helps raise funds for critical research toward finding a cure for ALS. Every unique check-in of drinks from a participating brewery levels up your badge. So keep exploring, find the full list of participating breweries near you, and please consider making a donation to support their mission. So those were the ones I got this week.
That's nice.
So those are good. Those might be my two favorites that I've gotten. That's kind of cool.
I got those two as well. I got a badge for Cheers to Independent U.S. Craft Breweries level 64.
Oh, all right.
Cheers, Brew Patriot. You're supporting the small independent American craft brewer. When you see the seal shaped like an upside-down beer bottle, that's independence you're tasting.
Well, very fun.
I love it.
I like that.
I love it.
And then I have Fruits of Your Labor,
okay.
level 8.
It's been a long day now, and it's time to enjoy a reward. Crisp, tasty, and refreshing. Enjoy that delicious fruit beer.
I love it.
Hell yeah.
And what level was that?
Level 8. Ocho.
Level 8? Okay.
ESPN 8, the Ocho.
Well, very good. Well, yeah, if you get this Blood Orange IPA, you like IPAs, give this one a try. Like I said, more on the nose than the palate, but still pretty refreshing.
Yeah, I would agree. Very smooth for an IPA.
We're not now on to our finale, which is almost always, sometimes we do a tier list, the World of Weird News here on the Mark Mo Show. And mine's kind of fun. Typically the one making arrest, Detective Michael DiBiase, 46, found himself on the receiving end of handcuffs after pointing his gun at a fellow officer for reheating fish in the microwave. I would do that too. I am right there with you, dude.
Is that salmon? Put it down.
Put the fish down. On Saturday, May 30th, DiBiase was at the Myrtle Beach, South Carolina Police Headquarters when he engaged in a confrontation with a patrolman. According to the police report, DiBiase confronted the unnamed officer about warming up fish in the microwave, causing an odor in the office. During the confrontation, Detective DiBiase drew and pointed his department-issued handgun.
God.
He was arrested for allegedly pointing and presenting a firearm at a person, but was released without bail. He was placed on administrative leave and subsequently terminated from his position after an investigation yielded other policy violations.
Wow.
Not gonna lie.
So how long was this dude the office bully?
Right.
You know, granted, don't heat up fish in the microwave.
That's a bad move, dude.
That is unsportsmanlike
that's nasty
conduct.
as shit, yeah.
Unsportsmanlike. But then you can't point a gun at people.
You cannot.
Are you fucking crazy?
That's crazy.
It took him pointing a gun at a different officer for them to finally be like, I think we've had enough.
No. I mean, what's wrong? Like, think it out, man. Like, you have to know that's going to end badly for you. Why not grab, like, a jar of cayenne pepper when that dude pulls that shit out, just cover his fish.
Right.
Be like, enjoy.
That's for you.
Enjoy, you stinky bastard. Like, literally, there's other ways to go about this.
It makes me wonder what DiBiase's done in the past.
I wonder. Maybe there might have to be a follow-up.
Yeah.
There might have
the
to be
history of DiBiase.
The history of
Mark Mosho, True Crime.
Dun, 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 dun. Volume 2.
DiBiase's past.
DiBiase's past. DiBiase once fell into a fish vat. No, I don't. We don't know. Cannot confirm that.
To point his gun at the fish.
To point his gun at the fish.
Why are you so stinky? He said underwater.
As he had an issue with a catfish that he named Shiloh. No, we don't. We don't know. We have no idea. At any rate, Aiden, close us out, man.
I've got a story here. Oklahoma family's dog carries live armadillo into the house. This is a story from June 19th. So, like, right now.
Yeah.
An Oklahoma family's home security camera recorded the moment their dog carried a live armadillo into the house, eliciting panic and screams.
Wow.
Mind you, if you lovely listener out there go out and watch the video, it's great. There is a full video of this security camera. Alicia Napier shared a video to social media showing the moment her family dog Bingo strolled through the front door with their Allen home carrying a live armadillo in his mouth. The video shows the family erupting into panic on the front lawn with children running around and screaming.
Oh my God.
Bingo, the bright lad he was and is, hearing the commotion, comes back outside of the family home, but without the armadillo.
Oh, no.
Napier said in a second video that the family was able to coax Bingo into retrieving the animal and carrying it back outside. She said the dog eventually dropped the armadillo, which was last seen scurrying into their neighbor's yard.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Holy hell.
That's hilarious.
God bless Bingo.
God bless Bingo. I mean, Bingo's making friends. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, I know. He's taking the armadillo inside to show his fam.
That's it.
He's like, yo, look what I found. I found a new homie.
He was probably like, yo, Army, want to check out my crib? Yeah, man, let's go. I'm kind of slow. You mind carrying me? No, I got you, dude.
Name's Bingo, by the way.
Name's Bingo. Come on in. And then the family freaks out, and Bingo's like, what the fuck? Why are you being an asshole to my friend?
He comes back outside, check on the family, like, oh, what did something happen out here?
So, exactly. Why are you guys freaking out, man? It's my friend Army. Oh, man, craziness. Well, that concludes our show. I hope you had fun. Talked a lot about a lot of stuff today. Had some good times. Definitely check us out on YouTube, all podcast platforms. Like, subscribe, share, smooch, all that kind of good stuff. And check out Aiden's gaming site, Aiden Spelled the Right Way. That's on YouTube. Check out our joint venture, which is A&M Gaming. We play a lot of games.
That's with an ampersand.
That's with an ampersand.
Yeah. Like the A&W logo.
That's it.
A&M.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, chug down some good content, as
You're damn right.
as we like to say. That's about it, though, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you for listening in, week in, week out, and that's about all we got. We've got the holiday coming up, so to be determined whether we will have new content during that weekend or not. We may, but at any rate, thanks, guys. Thanks for listening in, and I've had a lot of sleep, so I was about to say I'm going to go take a nap, but I don't think I'm going to take a nap. I think
it's a poor decision.
I think that'd be bad. I think we just need to drink.
Yeah.
All right, let's do that.